Thank you. It's a very challenging client for me, and
Challenging client for me. Not as a person, but as a case study.
Yeah.
So they're the kind of clients you learn from.
Yep.
And that's why I heard some of my books give that gratitude to the athletes, because I literally learned from them. The challenges they've presented me have forced me to learn.
Yep.
To help them. The main message I say is everything you do in your exercise section, ask yourself, is there a risk in that?
Yeah.
How do I modify it? And I'm actually going to feel like she's getting a good workout from it.
Yeah.
I want everybody to feel that limping into, the limping program. Everyone feel like, oh, my muscles are really good, but it might just be a small section of the muscle here.
Yeah.
You still feel like, oh, and when you get up and you walk in circles, you know what I'm saying? You get up off the ground after doing external leg rotations, you walk in circles.
Yeah.
Now, the people love that. You feel like you've done something, but you've done it safely. You need to be responsible, ethical. You need to recognise that if there's anything that's starting to get out of your area, and do the referral. I do that so much with getting a scan, getting a second opinion from a doctor or physiotherapist. Ideally you have good referral partners if you need them, but there's also it's an excellent case study, and you'll learn a lot from it. So the human dialogue is so important. That makes sense? Yeah. It's how you treat a human that affects their connection. And people try to take parts of what I do and imitate me, but it's not. It doesn't work like that. The empathy, the connection, unless you can get it all, it's just not going to work for you. Yeah. I'm not saying you, but
the tone of voice, everything was different, but there were similarities with what you were being presented with.
Yes. Exactly. Well, I was really important that you saw that, because it challenges if you see something once and think that's how he does it all the time. You do that all the time, and just it works on 1 out of 100. Yeah, it can be messy. Everything I do is aimed to be objective and for them to see, so they get buy-in. And I'm not trying to say I know the answer. I'm finding the answer through objective assessment of it. Yeah. Every exercise you do should be based on some form of objectivity. So many people come up with exercise because they rationalise it with bullshit. Yeah. But it's really just following the industry norms where there's a modification. Here's the exercise appropriate, and what modification exercise do I need to do for that person? That's where the thinking goes in. But that's why
phenomenal education about load, the bending the knees, and asking her to come to her own conclusions.
I was speaking to her in the way which she can relate to, and at the pace that she can relate to. Yeah. And looking for ways to make sure that the message is delivered in a way and in a timing that is optimally received, not pushed back on.
Yeah, phenomenal, just incredible. Like so much new content and learning and ways of seeing you do things.
Just remember, never see something once and say that's how I do it. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Well, the more camps we come on, the more that's becoming very apparent, because every camp, every session is different.
Yes.
Yeah.
The value in the marketplace is directly correlated to the size of the problem you're solving. Makes sense?
Yeah.
When you're solving things like that, you're worth more, and your reputation spreads faster. Changing people is often about planting the seed. They could come back in 2 years' time and say, that thing you said to me that day, I've been thinking about it a lot since, and it's really changed the way I think.
Yeah, I like that you didn't dwell, you just said something like, I believe it's...
Yeah, absolutely. So your goal is, you've got an obligation to give people the gift. It's not easy, and it's not always well received, but you don't force it on them. You test it, and if it's not a lesson for today, move on. But you've done morally the right thing, and you've also given them an opportunity to reflect on them. It's like training is a stimulus. It's not getting the result on the day. The purpose of training is to get a stimulus that within a few days' time comes through. That makes sense. People don't understand that. They try and get too much out of the training session. The fact that you even trained is a stimulus. So a lot of the stuff I do is building for future. I'm planting a seed for future work.
Yeah, even if they disagree, I experienced that with my daughter, for example. Disagree, and 3 years later, you hear them saying when you said,
So we're not here to win the battle. We're here to win the war. That makes sense. We don't have to win the battle, but Yeah, you just make a decision about what gift I'm going to give you today. You want to be a resource to people who are thirsty for knowledge or thirsty for improvement. That makes sense? So you have to be deep in your own knowledge, deep in your own life experiences, and be willing to give them the gift when they ask for it. That's not too deep.
Just the fact that with the progressions, like it's the same exercises in some ways in an external leg rotation, but the amount you do it, everything can be just slightly manipulated. Doesn't matter who the athlete is. The tools are there, the guiding principles are there, and just having the skill to know how to use them. And it was just a great example of that. And, appreciate that. And yep.
The thought that you've got to put into every exercise selection and modification and reps and sets, it's just being willing to put the energy into the thought, because you can really nail it, and it's exciting and it's rewarding. Okay, we'll wrap on that one.